Have you ever noticed how, even when you have free time, your mind stays restless, as if there's something inside you that no longer knows how to rest? An invisible urgency that pushes you to the next task, the next commitment, another notification. It's no coincidence, it was planned. The system we live in, this invisible gear that dictates rhythms, behaviors, and dreams, wants you to be always busy. Not because productivity is a virtue, but because the more you do, the less you think. The more you run, the less you feel. And if you stop, if you simply stop, silence can show you something they don't want you to see. They're afraid of you silent. They're afraid of you awake. That's why they overwhelm you. They fill you with obligations. They convince you that being tired is a sign of success, that not having time is a status, that sleep is for the weak and feeling is a waste of time. Meanwhile, your essence is being slowly suffocated, without fantasy, without protest. You feel it. Deep down, you know something is wrong, but you don't know what. And that's also part of the plan. The system wants you confused. It wants you to distrust yourself. It wants you to believe the problem is with you, in your discipline, in your motivation, in your ability to cope. They love it when you blame yourself, because while you sabotage yourself, they profit. While you doubt yourself, you don't question the world around you. While you strive to adapt, you don't realize that maybe it's not you who's out of alignment. Maybe it's the world itself that's sick. Have you ever stopped to think that your anxiety may not be a personal defect, but a natural reaction to an unsustainable lifestyle? You're tired, not because weakness, but because nobody can stand living disconnected from yourself for so long. You're confused, not because you're stupid, but because they tried to teach you to ignore your intuition since you were a child. You're busy, not by choice, but because they've convinced you that your value lies in what you produce. It's a cruel and silent cycle, a prison without bar made of tickets, notifications, and self-criticism. But what if you started looking inward, even though you were afraid? What if you listened to that part of you that begs for a break, for clarity, for truth? They call it weakness, I call it courage. Because it's not easy to stop. It's not easy to confront the void. It's not easy to admit that maybe everything we've been taught about success, purpose, and identity is wrong. But it's in this space of deconstruction that the truth begins to emerge. The truth that you are much more than a number on a spreadsheet, much more than a position, a goal, an organized feed. You are presence, you are silence, you are life pulsing with intensity when no one is looking. And when you reconnect with this, the system lose. They lose because you are no longer predictable. You are no longer manipulated. You are no longer kept in the dark. You start to see. You start to make choices that make sense to you, not to please, not to perform, but to truly live. Maybe you'll slow down. Maybe you'll move town. Maybe you'll stop following people who drive you away. Maybe I'll start writing again, or walk barefoot, or simply breathe unruly. Small revolutions, that's how it all begins. You don't need to destroy the system, just stop feeding what destroys you from the inside. And little by little, what seemed impossible begins to take shape. Your energy returns, your clarity returns. You begin to remember who you are and who you've always been, even though suffocated by so much noise. It's not an easy path, but it's a real path, and it starts now with a simple act of rebellion. Stop. Thank you from the bottom of my heart for watching this far. If this video moved you, just imagine what's still to come. Don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on the bell so you don't miss any transformative discoveries. Share it with someone you care about, and dive into the content we've crafted with soul, purpose, and passion. Here, every video is an invitation to expand your mind and awaken your true essence. See you in the next one.